Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about the batch 29 abilities awakening. So let's start from the Barbariccia. So like you know that she just got her 7 stars form on this month, and now we get her abilities awakening. So the first is Cyclone Shield. If you take a look it, okay, so it gives you better magic and spirit buff, so it is useful if you don't have offensive buffer on your party. So let's say you bring Seaside Nicole, then yeah, this Cyclone Shield is useful for her. But if you take a look, the increase is only 20% from normal version, so I don't think this is that worth upgrade, okay, especially if you take a look on the awakening cost 500,000 gil, and it uses 2 pure crits, so it is quite expensive. Yes, I know that it gives you AoE 25% damage mitigation, but yeah, if you really don't have that on your party, I mean the damage mitigation, then I think you really need that, okay, because on this day you need about 30% for the standard damage mitigation. So 25% is kind of useless. Not useless, it is quite good, but still, why they don't make it into 30%? It is just like they are kind of shitty on this upgrade, okay. And next, Empress of the Winds. Okay, so this is her passive, and it is just too bad that she doesn't get magic stats boost, okay. Instead she gets spirit boost. It is good, but she's an attacker, so spirit boost maybe not useful for her, because I believe she will get protected by an AoE magic tank. So 30% spirit, what for? I don't understand, okay. And it gives you 100% confusion resist, so you will able to cast your spell, okay. And on the +2 you will get damage modifier for your LB and tornado, so this is why you want to upgrade this. In my opinion, this Empress of the Winds is the best ability awakening she has, okay. So this is your priority, and the gil cost is also not that expensive, okay, 250,000 gil, so it is cheaper than Cyclone Shield, okay, very good. And yes, the next one is Thunder. I think Thunder is it is good, but to use it to the maximum potential, you need to make sure to use your LB first, because if you take a look, Thunder deal lightning and wind magic damage. So that means if you only imperil one elemental resist, then your damage still don't deal maximum damage, okay. So let's say you imperil 100% wind resist. If you use this thunder and wind attack, then you will only get 50% damage increase instead of 100%. That's why you need 2 elemental imperil, and you can use her LB. But again, remember that this is a finishing skill, so that means you need to bring a chainer on your party. So choose whether you want to make Barbariccia into a finisher or a chainer, okay. It is good, but compared to Dragon Lord, Emperor, then maybe this is kinda inferior, okay, because both characters able to surpass 20 damage, okay. So enough about Barbariccia. I don't think you need to awaken all of her abilities. I only recommend you to upgrade Empress of the Winds, okay, but if you have more resources, you can upgrade the other 2. So let's move to the next character. Let's talk about Kagnyazu, okay, because I will talk about Grimlord Sakura on her own review video. But for Kagnyazu, he is 4 stars based, and yes, I have said this, that 4 stars based character kinda useless right now because you need 7 stars. But for Kaknyazu, he has some nice too. Okay, so first, Awakening Orc Fin of Water. It gives him more health and defense, so it is always good. So yeah, 30% more, so it will increase his survivability. 30% water resist is also useful, but maybe not that important as the health and defense boost. And the awakening cost is maybe quite expensive, but not overpriced in my opinion. So if you use Kaknyazu as a provoker, then it is okay to awaken this one. Next is water barrier. I think this is very niche and you don't need to awaken this. First, Kaknyazu tanking skill is kind of unique, okay, because you need to use his tanking skill and you unable to act for a few turns, so you won't have time to use this water barrier. Okay, if you use this, then it means your Kaknyazu cannot provoke immediately. And yeah, maybe when you defend this, the buff duration will be over. So yeah, useless in my opinion. So just bring a dedicated buffer. Okay, so you don't need to awaken this. Just save your Gale and Green Chris. And finally, the last awakening is his tanking ability. This is a must upgrade if you are using him as a provoker, because like you know that most new trials, okay, I don't talk about permanent trial, but I talk the weekly trial. Many enemies able to charm and stop, but yeah, usually they only affect one character. So this defensive stance really suits with Kaknyazu, because Kaknyazu is a provoker, so he can absorb that stop and charm resist. That means you don't need to bring a character like Misty for the stop ailments. Okay, and so yeah, pretty good. So awaken this absolutely okay, but I know this is quite expensive, but yeah, if you use Kaknyazu, then no reason not to awaken this one. More health regen also can save you from needed a healer. I think that's all about Kaknyazu. Okay, now let's move to the next character. The next notable character is Illusionist Nicole. Okay, like you know that he was really good on the last year, maybe surprising character with unique ability, but right now he can still become good, but maybe not as good as before, because yeah, let's say for the example, on last year we can make Wilhelm to become an AoE tank using him, but right now Wilhelm already able to use his own skills to protect your allies. So basically Illusionist Nicole only useful for the 4 stars base provokers such as Kaknyazu. So if you bring Kaknyazu with Illusionist Nicole, they are really good combination. Okay, I have said on Kaknyazu first review that Kaknyazu is not that good, but if you have Illusionist Nicole, then Kaknyazu really super good. Okay, because 60% damage mitigation is really high. And now let's talk about Illusionist Nicole Awakening. So the first is Terrifying Visions. So this is really good, okay, because yeah, if you bring Kaknyazu, then it means you cannot break the enemy, because 4 stars tanker, let's say Warrior of Light, able to use Arc Eraser, but with this you can make Kaknyazu into a tanker and break your enemy's attack and magic stats really good. Okay, 50%, so it is higher than Arms Eraser, so no brainer, simply awaken this. I know the gear is quite expensive, but if you take a look on the crest, it is very cheap. Okay, it only use giant crest, not even single pure crest. The next skill, Illusion Redirect. This is also very good. Okay, the defense increase may be kind of useless, okay, because only 80% on the highest point, which is easily overwritten by top tier buffer, but the turns duration increase is really good. Okay, it becomes it lasts to 3 turns, okay, now, so you don't need to cast it really often. You can cast whatever you want in the battle. Okay, and finally the last is Illusionist Guise. So this only give you an upgrade to his survivability and MP. So I don't think it is that important, okay, because yeah, it is nice, but I don't think you need to have this one. So I think this is your last priority. I think the best ability you need, the best ability on Illusionist Nickel Awakening is Terrifying Vision, because yeah, I know that only 5% increase, but really that really helpful for your AoE tank. So this is your priority, Terrifying Visions and then Illusion Redirect. Okay, enough about Illusionist Nicole, let's move to the next character. For the rest, I don't think I need to talk about them detailedly, okay, because I think they are kind of underwhelming. Okay, first, Ruby Canty. Okay, so yes, it is nice to get the extra magic and MP 40%, quite big, but the problem is he is just so underwhelming. Okay, sure, he gets 1.5 times damage multiplier to Viraja, so he can become quite nice finisher, especially if you meet the enemy who weak against fire resist. But let's say if you have cleared the content past Shiratan, then I don't think he has any use. If you are newbie, then maybe it is nice to awaken him, but remember, to awaken these abilities you need to use Gil and your precious Chris. So I really don't recommend you to touch Ruby Canty. Maybe if you use him on the arena, then it is quite nice for his counter, but again, on the arena you are limited to 999 damage, so you don't need to awaken this Autarch of Flame. And the last ability, I will recover you. It is bad, okay? Why you need to increase his spirit? I know it is for defensive, but really I believe you have a dedicated buffer on your party, so you don't need this spirit buff. And what is he? An evoker? Not, right? So you don't need this. It increases your LB gauge, which is quite nice, but again, do you still use Ruby Canty right now? I don't think so, okay, because he is so underwhelming, even for 4 stars base mage. For 4 stars base, Lexa and William are the best in my opinion. Maybe Victoria, okay, but Ruby Canty, sorry, he cannot. And next, Pirate Jack. It is quite good, okay. He gets attack boost, defense boost, but the problem is not a problem actually, but it actually, Pirate Jack is quite nice, because if you take a look here, he gets not a new, okay, but his chaining skill can be chained with quick hit right now, but like you know that quick hit is really hard to chain with, so I don't think it is a good idea to awaken him, especially yeah, Camille also able to chain with Tidus, so I don't think you need to awaken Pirate Jack. Sure, he is nice, but really, are you still using 4 stars base characters? Unless you are newbie, then I don't think you will use him, okay. And next, Chloe. Actually, Chloe is really good, okay, especially this strong memory. On the maximum awakening level, it becomes 45% all stats break. Maybe it seems ordinary, but yeah, but the character itself become really good after this awakening, okay. So the awakening effect maybe not that special, but really this awakening will make Chloe really good. Like you know that Chloe can be used when you fight the enemy and you need all element, not all, okay, but certain elemental resist, because she can buff 70% element, okay. So yeah, it is kind of a way simply to bring one character only for buffing purpose. So this strong memory awakening will make her really useful and make you feel not wasted one slot, okay. So really good. And the next is increased health MP by 30% and MP regen. This is basically good, but maybe not that needed. Okay, so this is not your priority. I believe strong memory is your priority. Okay, and yeah, objection, it gives you, yeah, higher chance to counter, but really you want to have Chloe get attacked? Really, she probably die. Okay, so I don't think this is useful. Okay, and finally the last, William, I have said that he is one of the best mage in this game, but the problem is his awakenings are kind of underwhelming. It is not bad. Okay, Quake Awakening is really good. It gives you an increased damage and 65% in peril instead of 50%. So this makes him the best Quake user on the game for now. Okay, because he has the highest damage. But yeah, okay, you probably won't want to upgrade the next two, Withdraw and Open Heart. Sure, it becomes nice. Okay, defense or spirit buff for 4 turns by 120%. Okay, but the problem is you cannot dual cast this. You need to cast it one at a time. So I don't think it is useful. Okay, he's still an attacker, so I think you only need to awaken his Quake. So yeah, it is kind of disappointing that he get useless Withdraw and Open Heart instead of Magic Boost upgrade. Okay, so yeah, he is kind of downer in my opinion. But yeah, for 4 stars mage, William is pretty good. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about this batch ability awakening. Remember that Grim Lord Sakura will be reviewed on other video, I mean on her own video. Okay, so yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave XPS guide. Bye bye guys.